think when I put on my hair, when I put on this thing, I messed up my. Okay, I put on this shirt.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Robert Antoinette.
And I'm Constance Carter.
And together we are Conversation Starters Live. This is the #1 entertainment platform in the world.
That's right.
And we need everybody out there to know that we believe that for every conversation,
there is a situation.
If you stay ready, you never have to get ready.
Hey, listen, I got you, brother. I got you.
I appreciate
it. I got you.
For those of you who are watching, you do not know what just happened, but Constance is a bad mama jamma, y'all. It is Friday, and we want everybody to know that it is 5 o'clock somewhere, so we want you to buckle up, get ready for this ride, have a little bit of fun. Make sure that you share this out. Tell a friend that the Conversation Starters are on. Your girl, Constance Carter, is along with Robert Antoinette, and we're about to get this party started.
Make sure you have a little something in your cup, because it's sure enough about to get rough.
Whoop, whoop. Hashtag that part. Listen, on this Friday, we always try to give you some news that you can use. We have a hot topic. Constance is like genius with the quotes, inspiration and motivation all the time.
All wrapped up in one.
All wrapped up in one. Yeah. Sexy with chocolate.
Girl's good.
Well, listen, y'all, I just want to talk about something that happened in my home city last week. In DC, they named a street headed towards the White House. I believe it's 16th Street. They ceremoniously named it Black Lives Matter.
Dope as hell. That is dope.
And I know y'all saw that on social media last week, but I want to make sure that you understand that all lives matter, but Black is beautiful, and I love to see it on full display for the entire world to see. So if you're ever in DC for the summertime, if you come through, holler at your boy Rob Anthony, but more importantly, make sure that you go up on 16th Street. Take a picture of what the mayor, Muriel Bowser, had. Shout out to you, Muriel, for doing what you did, making sure that you painted the entire street Black Lives Matter way.
That's dope.
That is one of the most incredible things that I saw last week. And I invite you to come to Chocolate City, the nation's capital, to come out and see that. But that is some news that you can use. Also, check out the African American Museum if you're in town.
Is it back open?
Well, by the time the summer hits, yeah, it should be open.
Can't wait to go back.
But if you can't get in the museum, I tell you, you can go to 16th Street, is now known as Black Lives Matter way.
That is absolutely amazing.
Incredible.
That is amazing. You know, I think what's happening and what's happened is the world is finally there's an awakening that's sweeping across the world. You know, it's like they finally, like the crust has come off of their ears, and they're finally hearing what we've been saying for years. Black lives do matter, and we don't have to say all lives matter because we already know that all lives matter. We have to say Black lives matter because apparently they don't believe that it does.
Yeah.
And so for the city of for the District of Columbia, it is not a city, right? Yeah. For them to name the street Black Lives Matter is absolutely incredible, and I am just so proud. And it's like, you know, last week I had some of my neighbors, you know, hit me up on Instagram and, you know, just say things like, you know, I didn't know. I thought having a Black friend or a Black neighbor was, you know, just enough.
Not the Black friend.
Well,
I got Black friends.
Well, hey,
Blacks.
No,
I support the Blacks.
No,
I support the Blacks.
Don't knock my neighbors. They didn't know. And so for a lot of people, they really just didn't know the severity of what it was that, you know, the things that we were going through until they seen it. And for some, this is not new. It's been going on for a long time, but for some reason, now the eyes are starting to open on everything that, you know, we've been dealing with, that we've been saying, that we've been shouting and touting for years.
Yeah.
For years. I mean, we've been saying this stuff since the 60s.
Absolutely.
And they think since we had a Black president, now all of a sudden racism is gone. And for some people to still believe that there's no racism in the country, smacking out. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. However, we need our white brothers and sisters. We need our Asian brothers and sisters. It's not just Black people out there on the front lines that were protesting. It's everybody, and we need everybody. The only way that we can get far in this life, in this world, is together. And so it makes me proud to see that everybody's coming together in unity, in unison, to say the same thing, which is that Black lives do matter.
Well said. I love it. I love it. And more than that, you know, we are taking it beyond the conversation, because for so many years, Constance, we've talked about how we talk about it. We march, but I like for us from this day forward to make sure that we take that conversation, put some action steps behind it.
That's
So
right.
if you want to talk about little black boys and little black girls, what it is that you want to be when you grow up, don't be afraid to be a judge, to be a senator, be a part of the legislative process, because you, in fact, help to shape how this world, this economy, and this country runs.
Yeah.
If you are part of the decision-making process.
That's right.
It's cool to be a doctor. It's cool to be a basketball player. It's cool to be a rapper.
It's cool.
But to certainly have a seat at the table is where we need you to be. So dream big, my brothers and sisters, and make sure that you put action behind those words.
Listen, if you don't have a seat at the table, then you risk being on the menu. And the worst place in the world is being on that damn menu. You want to be the one making this decision. So
I think somebody should put a hashtag. If you're watching, listen out there in the feed. Say that one more time.
If you don't got a seat at the table, then you risk being on the menu.
Y'all feel that? Well, listen, y'all. I want to let y'all know that we are honoring the Chocolate City, the nation's capital.
Yeah.
And in honor of that, I got on my T-shirt, I love DC, go, go.
Y'all all right.
All of my friends.
Y'all all right. Y'all all right.
I need y'all to know this is a music and an art form that is very misunderstood. They think that doing the butt was the extent of what go-go is. That's a whole nother conversation. It's a feeling, it's a vibe, it's a movement. And despite what they're talking about over here, I need y'all to know that you need to support
California love.
DC Go-Go is in the hit house. But listen, y'all, I love the fact that we are aficionados of music.
That's right. Absolutely.
I love Jill Scott.
Oh, I love Jill too. I love Erykah Badu.
I love Erykah Badu as
yeah,
well.
Yeah.
I love Tupac.
I love Biggie.
See, Notorious.
B.I.G.
Yeah.
First things first.
We spin bar. Right?
I mean, whatever you want to do.
You got a hot 16?
I mean, whatever you want to do.
You got a hot 16?
First things first. I papa freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboys, bunnies. Those wanting money. Those ones I like because they don't get Nathan. But penetration, unless they smell like sanitation.
Garbage.
My shirt like doorknob. Heartthrob. Never.
Black and ugly as ever.
However, I'm not messing with you today.
This is a family show. Conversation Starters live with your girl Constance Carter
and your boy Robert Anthony.
Yes, indeed. And we believe that for every situation,
there is a conversation.
So we want to get this situation started.
I'm ready to start the conversation.
I am as well.
Come on.
Got one of our super friends who's going to join us.
I've been excited all week about
this. Been talking about
yes.
I want to talk to you about a sister who's a triple threat.
Come on. Not a single.
Not a double.
But a triple?
Triple. That's 1, 2, 3.
Three
times.
All right.
But she work hard.
Yeah, she is a Jamaican.
No, she's not Jamaican.
She's not Jamaican.
No.
She
work hard like a Jamaican.
Oh.
Don't be massive out there. Forgive the Yankee over here. We want to let you know that a full-blooded Jamaican. They don't make you anything special. But we have a special guest who's coming through. She work hard like a Jamaican. She's a triple threat. She act, she sing, and she dance.
Oh,
right?
I thought she was an entrepreneur. She danced too?
She entrepreneur. She have an airline. You didn't know about that.
I knew about that.
I do my homework. I study her. You can see her live on Real Housewives of Potomac. Yeah. Also, my favorite thing about this young lady.
Tell me.
She went to the Real HU.
Hampton?
Howard University. This is Hampton University.
I thought the Real HU was.
Bomba club. I hear what she said. Howard University, Real HU. You need to know. Let me stop, y'all. Somebody watching this broadcast like something happened to this dude right here. I just want to let you know we big up everybody out there in the world, whether you're at Hampton University or Howard University. What's most important, young ladies and young men, is that you're getting your education. You're part of the process to make yourself better. And what I want you to do at the end of the process is not to concentrate on a job, but to make sure that you start your business. Don't be a businessman, be a businessman.
Yes.
Without any further ado.
Not without any further ado.
I want to introduce to some
And present to others.
and present to others.
Yes.
The lovely, the talented,
The beautiful
Candiace Dillard
Basset.
Basset.
There she is. There she is. How you like that intro, Miss
Hi
Candy?
guys.
Hey.
Hey,
I've been cracking up for the last minutes. I just want you to know that. Whoever was watching me, I was cracking up.
We are so excited. We've been waiting on you for the whole entire week. We've been excited, anticipating this interview with you today. So we're just glad to have you here. Tell us about thank you. What are you doing in the world these days? What's going on with you, Miss Candiace?
Well, I'm still quarantining,
Yeah.
as I will be. I always say that I'm treating this reopening of the world like a new iPhone.
Okay.
Okay. So when the new iPhone comes out, you send out the pressed ones that are Apple fiends to go get the first version, and then let all the bugs and all the stuff come out of that. And then after that, you get the iPhone that's been fixed. So I'm waiting for everybody to go out and party and twerk down the street and do what they got to do and breathe on each other. And then once they tell me that it's okay to go outside, then I will take all of my black girl magic into the streets.
There
and
we go.
Being outside. But
I'm still in that.
I'm still in the house.
I'm still in that.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
we treat that like iPhone, like the newest iPhone. We gonna let everybody else
that's
go ahead and lie, get them bugs.
You go ahead and you go to the bar, you go
Yeah.
to the restaurant, you go on down to Target and let Mabel breathe on you. Okay. Candiace will be in the house. As for me and my home, we will serve the inside for now.
Come on.
as for me and mine.
They will serve the inside. Yes. When was the last time you've been out? Are you going out at all for anything?
So I did go out recently. So I am in the DMV. Shout out to the DMV. I have not heard it be called the Chocolate City in so long. So that was a nostalgic moment to hear DC be referred to as the Chocolate City. I love that.
It ain't that chocolate no more.
Well, yeah.
I feel like you hate, but right now,
saying when I was there, it really wasn't that chocolate.
But
this is our time. This is our moment. This is the movement.
We are
It's back.
in the place. We are Washingtonians. Black Washingtonians are still live and in living color. We're still in the place. Yes.
Okay.
But I actually live in Maryland, and Maryland had their primary vote on 2 days ago. So we did go out to vote.
Okay.
There are several states that have votes coming up for their primary. So I encourage everybody to get out and exercise their right to vote. Make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure that you know where to go to vote on primary day and on election day. That's very important. So we went out to vote. We go on walks outside. We are planning on protesting this weekend. So I'll be wearing my mask to protest this weekend. There's 2 places in Virginia that we're going to be going to protest around government buildings. So we'll be doing that. But outside, and I go to Costco because I love Costco.
Yes, that's my joint.
Those are my places. Yeah,
that's my joint. I mean, they give you the wipes. Are they giving you guys the wipes?
They do.
Out there? Yes.
They sanitize the cart, but then because I'm a safety queen, I bring my own wipes.
There we go.
I double wipe it down. I wipe the whole thing down.
You wiping, I'm wiping. We all wiping. Yeah.
Yes, they're doing well. I have the hand sanitizer that I have left because there's no sanitizer anywhere in stores still. So I still have my little bit of sanitizer, and I go and I get all my things from Costco, and then I go back home.
Oh wow.
So Candiace, I just want to tell you my Costco story.
Oh Lord.
I heard about Costco. This was a while ago, right?
Okay.
I heard about Costco. It was a really great place to go. You can get a lot of food, a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I went to Costco, right? And I saw a greeter, and I walked past, and they asked me, "Do I have a card?" And I'm Robert Antoine, so the king that I am, I walk like I belong there, right?
Very
so
good.
I fill my basket with a whole bunch of stuff, family size, and I noticed everybody in line. So I stood in line for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, that's a long time for me. I don't like standing in lines. Yeah. But I got to the ringer, the checker outer, what was that called? The ringer upper, right? The checkout lady, young lady. Yes. And she rang up everything, and I think it came to, I don't know, $200, something like that. And she said, "Do you have a card?"
Yes.
I said, "Here's my credit card." She said, "No, no, no, no. Where's your Costco card?"
Correct.
I don't have a Costco card. She said, "Well, I can sign you up for a card, but you need a card to get this
$60.
stuff."
There you go.
And so I had the nerve to get in an argument with the Costco lady.
Oh my God. I'm so
having a
embarrassed.
Costco
I'm
card.
so embarrassed.
So I left everything in Costco on the line, and I went to BJ's, and I got a BJ's card. So I've never been back to Costco.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Has anybody not told you what Costco was about? What is going on?
They just told me to go. They didn't tell me I needed a card.
Costco's been around since the 17th century. What are you doing? Why are you on the late train? I'm so upset with
get in
him.
the door. They usually don't let you in the door without the card.
Right.
You pass the lady at the door.
Well, like I said, Candiace, the guy asked me for my card, but I
Said,
walk like
I'm Robert Mother
Anthony. That's right.
That's what he
All
did.
He was like, okay, cool.
And he went up there and got his behind embarrassed, and he probably walked out beat red and mad. Yeah, that's how.
I was big mad.
Yeah, he's big mad.
So
Yeah.
So
you're not fooling with Costco. Got it.
and he ain't fooling with Costco. Ain't fooling with him and his
Oh,
behind.
that's more accurate.
That part.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So you're in DC now, but you grew up in Atlanta. What brought you to DC? Was it you going to HU? Yeah.
Yes. So my stepdad is a double graduate of Howard University. He attended undergrad and medical school at Howard.
Beautiful.
And he kind of instilled in myself and my sister very early that one, leaving home to go to school was encouraged. And I think my sister and I both kind of yearned for a true Black experience because we grew up in predominantly white spaces. And that was great. And I had a wonderful childhood, but just wanting to be around more people that looked like me, that could identify with who I was, my hair texture, my skin color, what my ancestors have gone through to get to where they are. All of that is stuff that I had in my home, but not in my community. And that's what really drove me to wanting to attend not an HBCU, but the HBCU. Hello.
Come on, Candiace.
The real HU, Howard University. Make no mistakes. Okay. We love our Hamptonites.
Yes.
But it's all about the real HU, and that is Howard
University.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. Yes. So where did you meet your husband? Did you meet him on campus?
No. So my husband is a little bit older than me. And I actually met him. When did we meet? We met at work. We were both working at a restaurant in DC called Ping Pong Dim Sum. It's now defunct. But it was this swanky dim sum restaurant in Chinatown. So like right down at the corner of like 7th and Mass.
Yeah.
Familiar?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yes. So we were both working there. He introduced himself to me and my husband is also white. So I was like, oh, hey, this is white man. How you doing? Nice to see you. What about my business? And we became friends over like a 4-year period. We worked there. We both went to the second location of this same restaurant in DuPont Circle. We worked there together. We both left that restaurant, kept in touch. We had a lot of friends in common. I was dating other people. He was dating other people. We would talk to each other about who we were dating. And I never saw him as someone that I could be with, mainly because I had a list, as most women do, of the things that I wanted. And I had my non-negotiables, and 2 of those were...
Wait. So that's a real thing? I've been asking it. You know what? The brothers have been asking this question for years. So there is a real list with real non-negotiables on there?
Absolutely.
If you're a real woman, yes, that's the thing.
Nobody told me about that.
That's the thing. And I think every woman, especially Black women, we have standards. We bring so much to the table that we are looking for a counterpart, a partner who is also going to bring many things to the table.
That's right.
And if I'm going to manifest what I want in my partner, in my life partner, I'm gonna write those things down and say, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I will deal with. And this is what I will not deal with. And I had my non-negotiables. 2 of those were, I will never marry a man who's been divorced. I will never marry a man who has children. Chris is divorced and he has children.
He got babies.
He got babies. And I remember when we were friends, and he kind of shot his shot and invited himself to my home. And I said, skirt, nope, I don't date divorced men. I don't date men with no kids. And that was kind of the end of that. And we remained friends for years after that. And he knew not to approach me in that way again, because I kind of gave him the business in the beginning. But when you become friends with someone, and I always say that was the blessing in our journey, is that I knew him and learned to like him first as a friend, and vice versa. So it made becoming more than that, and kind of taking the platonicness off the table. It made that easy to do because we had such a grounded and rooted friendship first. Yeah. And I had to kind of get over the things that I had considered my non-negotiables.
Now, how old were you? Because, I got married at 22, 20, 21, like really, really young. And so back then I didn't know nothing about a list. I didn't even know who I was. Right.
Yeah.
And so as you get older, you start to, develop more insight into who you are and what you want and what are negotiables and what are non-negotiables. So how old were you when you got married?
I was 31 and a half.
Good for you. That's what I'm telling my daughter.
I love that.
That's what I'm telling my daughter. Do not even think about getting married until you're 30.
Well, here's one thing that I want to do. If you're watching right now, Conversation Starters Live, we have on the lovely and the incomparable Candiace Dillard Basset. And one thing that I love, most of us get it confused. We want to be lovers and friends. But you clearly stated that you established a friendship first before you became lovers.
That's right.
When you can marry your friend, that is like a double bonus.
That's everything.
Right?
Yeah.
I know I'm a single dude, and I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I can tell you for my married friends who are friends or were friends before they got married, they're able to cope, they're able to deal, they're able to get through the tough times because the friendship was established prior to the actual relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So important.
Yes.
I love it. So I don't want to stay on your marriage too long because I just can't relate to that. I want to talk about your time at HU, because me and you are kindred spirit, because you know what it is to go in Blackburn. You know what it is to stand in front of Crampton Auditorium. You know what it is to stand outside and watch your football team lose every homecoming game year after year after year. You know what it is to walk the yard.
Cheered, so I had to be on the field and watch that.
Oh, really? Were you a cheerleader? Get out of town.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hard to watch.
Woo.
Man, so about campus life, right? Because I know you said you wanted to be a part of an HBCU. Shout out to all of our young babies that are in HBCU. Get that education. But you left out the opportunity to go to Spelman.
I did.
Right, to come north. Now I know your parents said you ain't got to stay.
You ain't got to go home,
but you got to get up out of here.
Yes.
So you decided on Howard over Spelman. Like, what was that decision like?
Well, like I said, I knew I wanted to get away. I knew that in the back of my mind, I knew that I was destined for great things and that I was going to be somebody. I didn't know who or how or what.
Ain't that a trip when you know it is?
You just know.
Deep down in your soul, you know.
It's in there. The Lord told me very early, you're going to be somebody. And I knew that I had to challenge myself in order to really become the best version of myself. And I couldn't do that if I was 25 minutes from home, because my mom is a mama. She wants to be all in your business and come to your room and see everything.
All about that. Yeah.
And send you stuff and sniff things and be all in your stuff. So I knew that she would be mama, and I had to get away to really grow and become who I wanted to be. And we had actually lived in the DMV when I was younger. My dad and my mom were stationed at Andrews Air Force Base. We lived off of Livingston Road in Fort Washington. And so I had some roots in the DMV. We had family. I have family here. My dad's family lives here. My stepdad's best friends live here. So I knew the area as a child, but coming back as a young adult, and really kind of learning about DC proper as a young woman was a different situation. I remember you were talking about go-go music, and my first experience with go-go, I remember my dad telling me, when you get to DC, they call it the Chocolate City. You're going to listen to this go-go music. And I was like, go-go, what is that? And I was walking down Georgia Ave, and I was walking past the cell phone store where they keep that big old speaker outside on the corner. And I walked by, and Sexy Ladies was playing on the speaker.
Lady, give me
your number, girl. Yes.
What about that?
Like, ooh, this is it. Like it gets in your sternum, and you just gotta dance to it.
Sternum, okay.
I fell in love with it. I fell in love with go. I fell in love with DC. Everything about it. And Howard University, if you're not familiar, Howard is not, Hampton, that is the university by the sea with the gates and, by the water. Howard is smack dab in the middle of Northwest Washington, D.C. So you are not only getting a college experience, but you are getting a Washington, D.C. experience. And you are fully immersed in D.C. culture, from the good, the bad, and the ugly. I remember, coming out of my classrooms, and there are homeless people sitting across the street. You're really immersed in everything about DC culture, and it grew me up and made me who I am to this day.
Wow. So I want to switch gears, because you are one of the stars on the Housewives of Potomac. What's it like being on the set there? What has that experience been like? How did you get selected? And so what's that whole thing?
Oh, before you answer that question, if you need me to come handle something for you, I will come handle it. And some of them people on there. Anyway, go ahead.
You got a whole bodyguard.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
You got a whole bodyguard, this brother.
Yes. It gets wild and crazy kids on that show. So first things, people often ask me what it's like to be on the set of the show. And we are a reality show. This is not scripted. Nothing about what you see, at least on my end, is scripted. So I don't like to call it a set. It's more so I'm showing up to film. So I'm the most scripted thing about the show is probably that I have some idea of what I'm going to film before I show up. So if we go to a party, for example, and Giselle and Karen get into a fight, I know that the following day, if I'm going to meet with Karen, that we're going to talk about why she's mad at Giselle. I'm going to have to help de-escalate the situation and give somebody some advice about, why you all need to stop fussing and fighting in hotel lobbies, because you're looking crazy. You're embarrassing us down to the church. We are.
Yes. Yeah.
The Saints is not happy.
Yes. The Saints are not happy. So that's the most scripted thing about it. Other than that, it really is, you have to take it day by day, because you honestly don't know what's coming. And I think our show, especially in the last 2-3 years, really, you almost are in awe of how things pan out, because the way that the story develops, you almost couldn't write it, because it would feel contrived. It would feel, oh, that would never happen. Oh, Ashley's husband would never be caught in a hotel room with another woman after being caught on video with a man. Like, that would never happen. We couldn't even write that story because it's too unrealistic.
Yeah.
But these things happen.
Wow.
And we are in just as much shock as the audience is as you're watching it while we're in it, because it's just like, how Sway, like, how did we get here? Yeah. So it's wild every day. We film 5 days a week when we are filming. It's a 4.5 month process, just about. And it gets crazy. And then when we're done filming, you kind of go off into hiding to take a break, because you need it. And kind
of still hang out with the girls when you're off?
No, ma'am. No. I take it back. There are a few that I would hang out with, but even the girls that I love, you're with them every day for months. So you want to take a break. You want to, you know, spend time with family, with your husband, with your kids, if you have kids, just because you're constantly going for that filming period.
But is there like prompting from like the producers? Are they like telling you like, you know, to do little things? Are they putting little caveats out there to make you guys, you know, give you a little bit more drama?
Yeah, no. Well, I can only speak for me. And for me, I have never been prompted. I have never been told, hey, you need to go and say this to so and so or do this for so and so. It all just kind of happens naturally. Now, there are times when you know that something is going to happen, and I'll sit back and strategize and say, if she's going to come in here and, you know, act a fool like I know she is, let me prepare myself for what I'm going to have to say, what my cuss words are going to be for her when she comes in here to try me.
Oh, so you already formulate the cuss words. You formulate the cuss words because I gotta string them all together just right.
Let me tell you what I saw you do, Candiace. I saw you go into that space, and you did when you see a black girl magic do one of these and get a clap in there and get one of these. It's about to be a whole situation.
It gets very real very quickly. Yes.
So listen. Here is one thing that I you know, beyond some of the messy stuff that happens. One of your sister reality shows down in ATL, most of the girls on the show got the bright light to go off and say, let me parlay this platform into an entrepreneurial venture.
Yeah.
Some of them have been uber successful, some not so much. But is that on your mind while you're doing what you're doing, or since you've been a part of that journey with the Real Housewives of Potomac?
Oh, for sure. I think that, well, what I know is that the number one conversation that my husband and I had when we were entertaining the idea of starting the show was, if we're going to do this, we need to use this to parlay our businesses, our ideas, our platforms into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
And honestly, it is, you are a fool to take on a platform like this.
That's what I was thinking.
Not do. So for me, as long as the platform is serving me and I can use it because they use us to.
That's right.
Nth degree. So as long as it's a mutual situation of I'm using this platform to get what I need and they are using it for ratings or whatever they're using it for, I will be here. I will give my time and my energy. And I have absolutely been able to use this platform to push my hairline, Prima hair collection.
Let's talk about it.
My singing career.
Yes.
I have 2 singles out. I'm working on an EP. I've been able to use this platform to advance my acting career. I just finished filming a little tiny role on a Netflix series called Family Reunion with Tia Mowry.
Yes. Yes.
So
congratulations.
That's
congratulations.
Thank you.
No, you know what? And I was thinking the same thing. You would be absolutely insane if you just use the platform for what it is. Leverage is key. Yeah. And the way to true wealth is to have multiple things going on. Yes. So you truly embody that already. Because I mean, you came from that. It was planted in you. So you know it, you know the principles, but to use that platform to really embellish what it is that you're doing and parlay that and do other things, girlfriend, you're truly an inspiration. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, and listen, Candiace, before we get on your hairline, because I want to talk about that Janet Jackson hair care line. Sorry, you look beautiful right now. You are
don't get on her hairline.
I'm sorry. I mean your hairline, your hair products. I'm sorry, but I heard you say you sing. So anytime like one of your artists don't show up, like we can be your background. Oh, when the saints marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Yeah. Hallelujah. Just in case you need that.
Like that.
Yeah, okay, I got you. So background vocals, I got you.
Yes. All the way in the back.
Way back. way back.
I love it.
You don't want this. You don't need this.
Yeah, you don't need this smoke in your life. You don't need.
We will bring you all the way down. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll go down laughing. So if I can
Absolutely.
laugh, it's worth it. Yeah.
They be like Fat Joe talking about, I need to be all the way up.
Oh,
all the way
man.
down.
All the
Right?
way down. Poor thing, we just be dragging her all the way down.
Right. But listen, talk to us about, because right now
Not your
on
hairline.
screen,
Not your hairline.
I'm gonna say it right this time. As I look at you on screen, you have a Janet Jackson glow about you. You are absolutely
beautiful,
amazing, and I'm feeling the hair care that you're working there. That thing.
Not the hairline.
So tell everybody in comments right now. As a matter of fact, if you're looking in the feed, put hashtag I want more, because we try to connect people to audiences that they wouldn't normally be a part of, and more importantly, we want to make sure that businesses collaborate.
That's
so
right.
we want to collaborate with you. We want to give you an opportunity to tell our listeners, our viewers, about your hair care line.
Yes.
That part.
Yes. So Prima Hair Collection by Candiace Dillard was started about 5-6 years ago now. I'm a pageant girl, so I was Miss United States in 2013.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes. So
can you do the thing? Is that
the pageant wave is very important.
I love it.
Yes. So I've competed in pageants most of my life since I was about 5 years old. And as a Black pageant girl, we love to have the big Texas pageant girl hair. The higher the hair, the closer to God is what they say. And I spent a lot of time looking for hair extensions and hair products that would give me the best overall look so that I could compete at the highest levels. And I had a hard time sort of searching through to find hair extensions that were quality, that could be colored, that would last over, multiple months. And when you're competing in pageants, you're putting a lot of heat on your hair. You're having to curl it and recurl it for different events. You're changing out your hair very often. And it was not easy to find a good quality brand that didn't shed, that didn't mat up at the back of your neck, that had good customer service, that arrived on time, that could be colored to number 613 platinum blonde, and then that took color very well.
So does it take multiple coloring? So can I go platinum blonde and then go to a red? I mean, can you do that?
Yes.
Oh, that's some tough hair.
So,
that's good. That's good.
But that takes time to actually find hair extensions that can accomplish that for you.
Yeah.
So it was actually my mother's idea, because my sister and I had always loved hair. We always, sort of dabbled in hair extensions and in different areas of the beauty industry. And my mom said, well, you all know so much about hair. Why not start our own hair care, hairline, hair company? And so that's where the idea really came from. My mom gave my sister and I our initial investment, and we have parlayed the business into lots of success. We have an online store at primahaircollection.com. We're also in our salon suites business, which is called Chateau Salon Suites, located in McDonough, Georgia. We have a storefront.
Chateau. Yes. When you say chateau, yes, you have to put your figure out. Yes, you got to put your figure out. Yes.
Yes. And we're actually getting ready to expand and open a second Chateau Salon Suites location. We will also have a storefront for Prima Hair Collection inside of Chateau Salon Suites. And
come on, Black Excellence. Come through, Black Excellence.
I'm sorry.
Yes. I said, come through, Black Excellence.
Thank you. Yes. I get it from my mama.
Yes.
So we offer hair extensions and textures and lengths for every different kind of, I don't even like to say women anymore, because more than just women wear hair these days. Okay. So for every kind of hair aficionado. Yes. Lots of different people.
I'm still using Soul Glow.
We love Soul Glow. Yeah. Shout out to Soul Glow. Yes.
You carry Soul Glow at Chateau?
we do not, but that is our mistake. I'm going to talk to my people about that. Yes. But what I'm most excited about is, so we offer several different textures, but we have a brand new texture that's really highly anticipated called the Catalina Brazilian Kinky Curly. And I'm excited about it because...
Candice, can you say that one more time?
Yes.
Catalina.
So the
What's the name of it?
Catalina Brazilian Kinky Curly.
I got it.
Catalina.
Yes. Brazilian
Kinky Curly. One more time.
Curly.
Catalina Brazilian Kinky Curly.
Yes, I got it.
Yes, got it.
All right. Proceed.
And that is available right now online at premahaircollection.com. I'm most excited about it because women get a lot of flack for wearing different textures of hair. And there's all this conversation about, oh, why are you wearing bone straight Indian hair? That's not representative of your hair. That means that you're ashamed of your natural texture, that you don't love your texture. None of which is true. Black women, what makes us excellent and magical is that we can change our hair whenever we want to, because that's how we feel.
Yes.
Okay. That's how we feel. And
yes.
I always have celebrated that. But I'm excited about the kinky curly texture because it so closely mimics so much of the natural texture that grows out of so many of our heads. It's very close to the 3 to 4C, and it's big. It's for someone that wants to make a statement. Excuse me. And that's why I love it so much. So right now we're offering it in units, in wig units, from 10 inches all the way to 30 inches. And we will very soon be offering that in bundles.
So
how many inches?
I want to change my style up a little bit.
How many inches?
10 inches to 30 inches.
10 inches to 30 inches.
Yeah.
30 inches?
Yes.
I'm about to give me the 30.
The 30.
I'm about to give me the 30, girlfriend. So I can order it online? I'm about to change it
online right now. Yes.
Okay. So where can we go to get some? I'm ordering as soon as I get off the line.
PrimaHairCollection.com.
PrimaHairCollection.com. Next time you see me, you will see me in my 30. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And and the 30, it's so this hair, it's 250% density, our wigs, which basically means that they're very thick. I hate a wig. If I'm going to pay for a wig and I have to adhere it to my forehead, lay it down and style it, I need to know that it's going to be thick and luscious and really envelop my spirit.
Yeah.
Hair, what I love about
I'm about to come through.
I got a little excited when you said that. You were thick and luscious. Damn.
This guy right here.
Yes.
This guy right here. When I step out with my new thick and luscious hair,
and luscious.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Watch me work.
I'm gonna watch you work.
Watch me work.
Yes. So yes, you can, and then you can also visit our Instagram page by the same name, Prima Hair Collection, and we post daily about the hair. We also offer sales and specials every now and then on our Instagram page, so you can head there to catch a sale if you'd like to if you'd like to save money. If not, just go right to the website. If you like to save a little coin here and there, you can head to our Instagram page.
Go to listen, y'all. Go to the IG. Okay. Head over to IG right now.
Yes.
And get you some of them sales she got going on.
I love it, man. I mean, well, just to know that you have something that has already been established before you even started with the Housewives series, and to know that you sang a little something. You got to.
That's what I want. That was my. I would hear her.
I was going. I'm not going to ask you to spit 16 bars like this one over here. But if you got one, you want me to, like the national anthem. Was it?
No. I want to hear the new single.
Huh?
I want to hear her new single. I want her to do like 4 bars of new single or something, maybe 16.
She ain't got no tea.
What? Sorry, you broke.
I want to hear 16 bars of the new single.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Come on.
Y'all like to put me on the spot here.
Yeah, you singer, folks. Come on.
Yes. Okay.
Hello.
Find my key. In a world where love's taken for granted and its beauty is pushed aside, a world where people would rather be distant than come together and compromise. In a world where fears try to consume you and little petty things get in the way, one thing's clear, one thing's true. Through it all, I see you. I used to think that love was a fairy tale, yeah. A fantasy safe for only few. Then God showed me you. Now I know 'Cause love for me is unconditional. 'Cause loving you is a gift, a journey I'm ready to start. Trust me with your heart as I give you mine. Oh, baby.
Woo! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh
So
my
did you
God.
write this yourself?
Yes. So
Yes! And she's
I wrote that for my
triple.
husband.
Did you say triple threat?
Tree.
Tree.
Oh my
Triple threat.
God.
Probably
Listen,
quadruple.
I love the fact she put an old baby at the end.
Come on.
When you say old baby in the song,
You know it's real. You know it. She put that stank on it.
it.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Oh
amazing.
man, you know what?
I got chills, girl. You
Little
are
bit.
truly talented.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just a pretty face. You're not just on a show, just being messy and blah, 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 blah. You are actually a person with some substance that actually has something going for herself. So I salute you doing it. You are doing it. You are amazing.
That was
Thank you.
man.
Yes.
I didn't see that one coming, Candiace. I
Yes.
really did.
Oh, thanks, guys.
She's a quadruple threat because she's an actress too.
Yeah. I mean, I know all that, but I promise you, boo boo.
What?
We done talked to some people and we put them on the spot. It didn't go like that.
Like that.
So listen, you have just graced the stage with your talent, with your gift, and we have certainly talked a little bit about your story from ATL to the Chocolate City. We talked about your boo thing. We talked about one of the things that you're doing on the show. But are you ready for us to put you on the Conversation Starters Hot Seat? For those of you who are watching in the feed, put hashtag ready. And if you're watching, make sure that you pay this forward. The beautiful, the brilliant, and the lovely Candiace just told you about a hair care line.
Yes.
She sang for you, and she told you she pulled the curtain back and told you about what's happening with the Housewives series. So right now, we're about to make it get a little
hot in her.
Put a little something on it, up in her.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You want to start? Or you want me to start? Let me set this thing off right. That's messed up. You know, we'll tell everybody. It's okay. No problem.
Okay.
So, Candiace.
Yes.
Inquiring minds want to know.
What do they want to know?
For your significant other, do you prefer boxers or briefs?
Briefs all day. I need to see everything. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Are you talking like the tighty whitey briefs or like the boxer briefs? The boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs. Yes. Yeah. Boxer briefs. Yes. Because my husband, he's. I like what I have to see. I like what I'm looking at. So I want to see it. All of it. Yeah.
Okay. I love it. I got a nosy question for mine. So I see a sticky up on your door back there. What's on that sticky back there?
Oh, you do? Yes. Wait. Yes, that one.
That one.
Yeah, well, okay, that's a long story. But what I will say is because this actually comes up on the show. Sticky notes.
Okay.
So I'm a huge believer in positive affirmations, and I was doing this before being Mary Jane. I will say that.
Okay.
Being Mary Jane,
I remember she had them all over.
She had the notes all over, and I started doing this in college, and I would write either Bible verses or things that I just wanted to remember about myself. How, remembering that I'm capable, that I'm great, that I can do whatever I set my mind to, that I am worthy of whatever it is that I think that I deserve. So that one says, "You're okay, and you will understand why when you see season 5." And they're actually all over my room.
Dun, 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 dun. I love the fact that you have the sticky notes, and I love the fact that you practice the affirmations, because what people don't understand, the people who think that it's just foolish are the people who are unhappy, miserable, ain't going nowhere, ain't doing nothing. But the people who actually believe in them and live by them are people that are just like you.
Yes,
So
you
encourage
have
you.
to manifest the things that you want. You
Absolutely.
you gotta put it out.
Absolutely. Or you will live
If
your
you
life in
look at
mediocrity.
it every day, if you see it, if you have to read it and see what you want and see
Right.
what you hope to accomplish every day,
Right.
Yeah.
then you're putting it out into the air. You're putting it in
Right.
the universe, you're giving it to God, whatever you want to say, but
Right.
it's being put out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. So y'all got positive, but I want to keep it a little bit stanky. So I'm gonna bring it back up. So here's one of the conversations that we're gonna do in the future. So I'm telling everybody who's watching, you should listen. The conversation starters live anyway, but we're gonna have this really, really stinky, ugly topic, right? Now I know you booed up, right?
Yes.
God bless you. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
But
Hallelujah. Yes.
hallelujah. In the girl circle, I have heard it while I was directly listening and while I was ear hustling.
Sure.
In your opinion, is it true that all men cheat?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say no. I don't think that all men cheat. I think that certain men cheat because they know or think that they can. And I think that I'll say this because who says this? Charlemagne and Envy say this. But what's
black
the
men
saying?
don't cheat. They say black men don't cheat.
Black men, what is it? Black men don't cheat?
Mm-hmm.
What? But
Yeah,
there's like
we ain't
something
gonna say that.
behind that. There's something behind that. Because it's something like there's some meaning behind it. Like they're saying black boys
Like
don't
men.
cheat.
Like men. Yeah, the men don't cheat.
Yes. So I'm gonna go with what they're saying, and I think that if you are a real man and you're really about your business and really about your shit, you're not out here cheating. But if you want to be out here doing whatever you're doing and passing, fluids from this one to that one, and if that's what you want to do, then be about that. But you're not a man. You're not a real man.
What do you guys say? What do you guys say in the comments box?
Yeah,
do men cheat or
set it off.
do you know what? I think that all men cheat at some time in their life. All men have cheated, I'll say.
Yes.
They might not cheat on everybody, but they all have cheated.
Have had their moments. Yes.
Yeah, I said they've had their moments.
And men do mature slower than women.
Yeah. That's why at some point, when they're like 76, they stop cheating.
Yeah. Because I don't have time to wait on you to grow up. So I just went and got me an older one. So I already outgrown that stuff.
That part.
And
yeah. Got to be 76.
Yep. And he's done.
Yeah, and he's done. Right.
He ain't
got
nothing.
Ain't nothing left, right? You ain't got no job. You ain't got no teeth, no hair.
Barely get it up.
You can buy all that stuff.
Right.
Goodbye.
Amen. Right. Amen.
Check this out. Beyonce, in her first album, one of her first albums, she was talking about the best thing I never had.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that album. I can't remember it. But do you still remember your first kiss? And do you want to give him a little shout out, if you should happen to be watching this broadcast? Your first real kiss.
My first real kiss.
Look at her. Look at her. You got her.
Well, Rama.
Got it.
Yes. No, I can give him a shout out. His wife may not like it. But he was my high school sweetheart.
There you go.
His name is Timothy Davis. We were together for all of high school, all 4 years of high school.
Wow.
And that was probably my first real kiss. It was not the best kiss. It was not.
Damn, Timothy.
Yeah, Tim Davis. It wasn't the best, but he's a wonderful person. He's very successful. He's a good father, and he's a great Black man living his best life. So he's learned to kiss now.
He practiced on you. Now he knows how to kiss.
He practiced on me. Yes.
Yeah, you were just
so all the girls he kissed after me have me to thank.
There you go. You showed him. You showed them what to do.
Yeah,
so in the vein of cheating, who would you say is a better cheater? Are men better cheaters or women?
Women are absolutely 1000% better cheaters.
Why is that?
Men are stupid, and I love men. I love men. We could not create without men. Men are, especially my husband. I love my husband to death, but he knows y'all are foolish, and you make dumb mistakes. You do silly things. You leave your email open. You leave your phone sitting over here. You forget to call this one. You text this one with the wrong. I have a lot of girlfriends who have dealt with cheating men, and so I've kind of witnessed firsthand how dumb you all can be. And I've also been around girlfriends who have cheated. And women are we're just smarter. In general, we're smarter. And also in the field of cheating, if a woman is going to cheat, unless she wants you to know, typically, generally speaking, you're not going to know. That's what I think.
Cold world.
Cold world out here.
But don't make her cheat, because women are emotional cheaters for the most part. I can't say for all women, but for the most part, women are emotional cheaters. So if a woman is going to cheat and step out on her relationship, it's because she is not getting something that she desires or needs in that relationship.
Right.
So give her what she needs, and it's typically not much. She needs to feel loved, appreciated, taken care of. She has her list, as we said. And if you're not able to meet those emotional needs, then, she may pop out and come back later.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you an easy one. I think I know the answer, since y'all all getting philosophical on the brothers. I mean, 2 against 1. Brothers, help me out in the feed, please. Please, please, please. So in your relationship, is it more important to have love or trust?
That's a good question. I think it's much more important to have trust. And trust for me is connected to friendship. And I always say that if you can be friends with your spouse, you can get through anything. And that's how Chris and I have, I think, been able to get this far, and why I feel in my bones that we are going to sustain, into eons and into many years, because we have that foundation of trust and that foundation of friendship to sort of override the ebbs and flows that love can bring. Because love it's a beautiful thing, but it can be fickle. It can have conditions, and unconditional love is, I believe, reserved for Jesus, for all of his children, and for parents to their children.
That part.
I think that in a relationship, in a non-platonic relationship, there are conditions to love, because I'm not gonna love you through abuse.
Right.
I'm not gonna love you through, and this is me speaking. Some women will love through abuse. Some women will love through certain types of turmoil, but I'm not gonna love you through that.
Right.
But I will. But if I can trust you, and if I can lean on our friendship and know that you have my back as my homie and my friend, that makes me love you more. That is going to grow the love. So the seed is the trust, and the love grows out of that seed.
Are you speaking? You are speaking. You are speaking.
I got one more there, because I'm ready to go on with this one. So since you're so philosophical, Steve Harvey, you better watch out, because Candiace coming out with a book.
A book, talk show.
I speak that into
radio
existence
show.
right now. Right now. Yeah. So check this out. For all men out there, is it possible for them to have a friend that's a female without her being a friend with benefits? Is it possible?
Sure, it's possible. My husband won't have one of those. And I say that because, so let me say this. I think that if unless you are putting a condition or a line on that platonic relationship, eventually it has the potential to go into a non-platonic space. And that's fine when you are a single man and a single woman or a single people coming together. But as a married man, I do not believe that men should have heterosexual female friends and vice versa. I don't keep up relationships with heterosexual men as a married woman unless it is a married couple, and I have a lot of gay friends. Happy Pride. I love my LGBTQ plus community. I am the queen of the gays. I love my gays. And I have a lot of gay male friends who will come and lay up in my house and kiki, and my husband cooks for everybody. And they're coming over tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Tomorrow's Saturday, they're coming over tomorrow. But heterosexual men, no. And my husband, did you bump your head? You will not have heterosexual female friends as a married man. But if you are single,
after me in my house,
I was on a tangent.
Yeah.
But if you are single, it's possible to an extent. But I think it will there's always that curiosity that one or both parties are going to have, and you're going to want to explore it at some point, unless one person is not attracted to the other person.
Mm-hmm.
I had a situation where I was good friends with a guy that I found out later he was in love with me, but I thought he was gay. So that's why I was okay. You know, I thought we were being like, you know, I was his Judy. We were hanging out as friends because I thought that he was attracted to men. Come to find out, I don't know that he may not know yet that he is gay. I still think that he's gay, and maybe he doesn't know that yet. So I found out he told someone, right? Maybe he didn't, but it was said that he wanted to be in a relationship with me. But I thought that that's why that was okay for me.
Interesting.
And very interesting, because I know one thing, brothers, we hate to be stuck in the friend zone.
Yeah, well, if you're in the friend zone, then she's not attracted to you. She's just not that into you.
She's just not that into you.
Yeah, she's just not that into you. Womp womp.
Candiace, you have been absolutely phenomenal. Broke it down. She philosophized on relationship. I mean, how do you say yeah, all that. Centennial. The dozen.
The girl is good. She's talented.
Yeah. Girl's good. I mean, you just brought. I mean, from just talented. So, listen, we appreciate you being on the show. We appreciate you taking your time with us. You have been absolutely fabulous. You are beautiful. We want to give you an opportunity again to shout out all your businesses, your IGs, to follow you. You know, tell us what you got.
Yes. So you can follow me on Instagram at Candygal, CANDEEGAL09, on Twitter at Candygal. You can follow my Prima Hair Collection page on Instagram at Prima Hair Collection. We're also online at primahaircollection.com. If you're in the Atlanta area and you're looking for a salon that offers hair, nails, estheticians, everything in the beauty industry, you can visit chateausalonsuites.net and book an appointment with any of our stylists, estheticians, beauty professionals at Chateau Salon Suites. You can also purchase our hair products inside of Chateau Salon Suites. You can follow my personal journey on my website at CandiaceDillard.com. My singles, the original and the remix of I See You, are available on all streaming platforms. So iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Tidal, everywhere that you download and stream music. I'm also working on new music, like literally as we speak. I want to have an EP out to the people by the end of the year. So I will be pushing that. And I look forward to giving you all some really awesome new music. And that'll be available at CandiaceDillard.com and all over wherever you stream music.
Awesome. Yes. Ooh, girl, you are busy.
Well,
When's the book coming out? When's the book coming out?
So you're putting that into my atmosphere. I never thought about a book, but yes. Oh, and you should also look for Family Reunion on Netflix.
Yes.
That will be airing hopefully sometime by the end of the year. I know they had to pause production because of COVID-19. They weren't quite filming season 2, but I will be in an episode coming up very soon, and hopefully more in the future.
Awesome.
Wow. Well, Candiace, I have been thoroughly impressed by your Black girl magic.
Black excellence.
Black excellence is on full display.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you're listening in the feed, if you're watching, heart it up, thumb it up for Candiace, let her know, show her your love about how much value she has brought to this talented show right now. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. So
I'm inspired. I really am.
Inspired?
Yeah. And I know that who are going to be watching this or who's watching this are inspired.
Absolutely.
Because she's very down to earth. And she makes you feel like since she can do she's done it, that you can do it too. You just have to manifest it, and you're just really inspiring. So
thank you. Thank you.
So high fives and big hugs in a socially distanced way.
Yeah,
and we
air hugs.
Sure.
Air hugs.
Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Big hugs and love to you. But once again, we want to let you know my name is Robert Antoine, and along with the lovely
Constance Carter.
And we are the conversation starters. And we believe that for every situation,
there is a conversation.
Make sure that you're watching Conversation Starters live.
Yes.